Is there much crime around here?
Robberies. It happens because of power cuts. It's too dark.
And so when the power cuts, the criminals come out and rob the place. Oh, that's a brain, right? Do you mind if I ask how old you are? This kind of sewage in rainy season, which in about a month or so will raise, then the water will flood and then go into people's houses. So sewage literally goes into people's front doors, basically. Water must come up here, right?
Yeah, over the bed.
And then what happens?
Yes, no place to sleep.
So just over the fence behind us is a really nice house, or what is that? Because flood water rises up and above people's beds and they have to evacuate. And then just 10 meters behind is that elaborate house. So what is it?
A luxury housing development.
Is it a form of money laundering? Madagascar. I know what you're thinking.
I like to move it.
Madagascar has some of the most unique wildlife and plant life on the planet, but you never really hear much about the cities in Madagascar. So let's jump on a plane and fly to the complete other side of the planet to find out what the cities are like on the ground. Here we go, Madagascar.
Madagascar is facing the world's first climate change famine.
Good luck for your dad.
Income.
Welcome back to Antananarivo, still learning how to pronounce that. Capital city of Madagascar, known by the locals as Tana. Today we're going to a neighborhood near my hotel here, working class neighborhood, and then we're going to explore more of the city. If you didn't see the last video, this place is pretty action-packed. You can see a few clips on the screen of what happened in the last video. It was definitely an experience to say the least. So less talking and let's get into the action here in Madagascar. They're not stopping. Okay, so we're here with Manitra again. What's this neighborhood we're going to right now?
This is called Ankurudranor. It's actually an industrial area for lower income people,
right?
Working class people who struggle to make the two ends meet. They are the first targets of any disasters because of their living conditions.
Right. Did you see there was a armed guard back there? Okay. You can see this train coming. Interesting thing about Madagascar is the French built a one more. I don't think there's any lights at the road. There's no lights there, so it's just crossing. Anyway, the French built train networks all over Madagascar, but when the colony left, they didn't really upkeep it, and so like the passenger trains have kind of dilapidated and they're not really functioning. Maybe a few, but none in the city. So they're mainly all industrial trains like that. Nice noisy one over there. So this is obviously not the cleanest river. They'll be mixed in, obviously, rubbish, but also all the sewage goes in here. Quite a potent smell here, but people wash their clothes in here. You can see on the other side of the river, so people washing their clothes essentially in sewage water, which kind of gives you an idea of the harsh reality here. Yeah, so we've been invited inside by this. Your room? Uh-huh. Been invited inside by this local man into one of the local houses here. Interesting build. Oh wow. Amazing. Bonjour. Salamu. Okay. Merci. Getting hooked up. Oh wow. Salamu. Salamu. So do they eat anything with the rice, or is it just plain?
Soup or little fritters that they buy from the nearby
markets.
snacks.
And do they sleep down here? Is it?
Yeah, the
Dad's
parents,
asleep.
dad.
Yeah. Is that your father up there?
It's an honor given by the government of Madagascar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What for?
Work for a soap factory.
Okay.
Actually, it's not very far away from here.
Is your dad retired now? Okay. So you like living here?
The dirtiness of the area, which is problematic because there is no proper bathroom.
Right. And so all the sewage goes into that river at the front, buckets, and then throw it in.
If you have money, you can go to the public restroom.
How much does it cost?
300 yadi.
And the government builds that?
Yeah, but government built it, but they have to pay.
Yeah. Is there much crime around here?
Robberies, and they were chased by the people here. It happens because of power cuts. It's too dark, so they do.
And so when the power cuts, the criminals come out and rob the place. Oh, that's you? And here? Brother. Okay, right. He's away. Merci beaucoup, monsieur.
What's your name?
My name? Nick. Yeah, you? Edige? Nice to meet you, Edige. Cool, merci. Appreciate it. And this one? Salah. Okay, and Barney?
Sarah crocodile.
So tight. Getting dripped on. Through here? Okay. Merci. Let's see. Oh, cat. Cat on a rope. Your bedroom? Oh wow.
Yes, she's Nunu here.
How
little
come
kitten?
How come she's on a lead so she doesn't run away?
Yeah,
or?
she doesn't run away
Right.
or just run over a car outside. You know, that happens quite often.
Okay.
His wife and 2 kids live in this little room here.
Oh, your whole family? Fine. 4 people. Thank you very much. Good luck for your dad, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, thank you. So the dad was in bed there and he has eye problems, so they're needing some glasses or something, and the public healthcare system here isn't the best apparently, so we took their information and we're gonna help them out with some glasses, seeing as they were so kind to lead us into their house. Right, so they got a little bike mechanic station, I guess, for public use. It's pretty cool. So that's actually the soap factory of the man in the house there that we just met, who got the honours from the government. So obviously he goes across the bridge to work and did that his entire life, and because of his contribution to soap here, got that certificate. Really something to be proud of here, and you know, he's served his family and everything, and obviously now he's sick. Well, he's got eyesight problems and he was sleeping there, so let's hope that can help him out with those glasses.
Black citron.
Perfect. Salama. Salama. Chanta. Nick. Nice to meet you. How's life here?
It's in disorder.
Oh, really?
Disorder.
Can he elaborate on that?
There's no jobs. It's not peaceful. When like a foreigner like you pass by, they rob you.
Oh, really?
Because they don't have money.
So it's quite dangerous here?
That's what they said.
Yeah. And what would you like to see change?
Security needs to be taken care of.
So more police.
The government should come down and take care of the lower areas. We feel we're forgotten.
This kind of sewage behind in rainy season, which in about a month or so will raise, then the water will flood and then go into people's houses. So sewage literally goes into people's front doors basically, right?
Yeah, the water level is over here, like up here.
Oh really, like waist level?
Yeah, yeah, like in here during the rainy season. That's gonna be very soon.
So it's already started to kind of flood here, and you can see that it's just going to go directly into people's houses. Water must come up here, right?
Yeah, over the bed.
And then what happens?
Yes, no place to sleep.
So these buildings, they don't have any planning permission or anything. They're just like buildings that people have just made, right? Like these ones?
Absolutely.
Do you have electricity in here? Or? No. So this is some of the water that they get, but it's supposed to be free, but with the corruption and everything, they have to buy it. 500 ariaris. Over the years of traveling that I've done to all kinds of places in the world, one of the biggest struggles is finding fast, affordable, and reliable internet, especially when arriving in some of the more off the beaten path destinations. I'd like to thank Holofly for sponsoring this video, and not only that, but providing me with internet all over the world. I've used eSIMs in many countries around the world at this stage, and I'm sure you know what an eSIM is by now, but if you don't, it's a virtual SIM card that downloads directly onto your phone. Holofly came in such use in Madagascar, arriving at the airport, sorting transport, keeping in touch with my guide Manitra if we go separate ways at a certain location. Having that lifeline of internet has gotten me out of some sticky situations in the past, that's for sure. Holofly offers internet services in over 210 destinations and 155 destinations with unlimited data. Their app is really easy to use. For me, arriving in Madagascar, I downloaded the eSIM at home, and then arriving in Madagascar, even in the plane on the runway, had internet instantly. So I can already start to plan transport and things, and just takes away a huge burden. You know you're not getting ripped off, and it's just an extra stress taken off your trip. So I chose unlimited data in Madagascar on the app. You can literally download and install a SIM card in less than 10 minutes. It's so easy. And then when you get to your destination, you simply activate it and you've got unlimited internet. Use the link in the description and use my code Indigo Traveler to get 5% off not only eSIM purchases, but you'll get 5% off top-ups going forward. So a huge thank you to Holofly for keeping me connected all over the world, and let's get back to the video. You can actually see like a really nice house over the fence. So just over the fence behind us is a really nice house, or what is that? Because it's very interesting, because we're here obviously where floodwater rises up and above people's beds and they have to evacuate every year. And then just 10 meters behind is that elaborate house. So what is it?
It's actually one of the best neighborhoods, a luxury housing development by some French investors, Indian and Pakistani communities.
For those that don't know, Indian and Pakistani have a lot of businessmen that are here, right? And they come over and they make lots of investments.
Absolutely, along with the French
and Chinese.
And the Chinese also are coming. Basically, we never know who these houses belong to.
Right.
Because that's kept secret. It shows the huge gap between low-income people and those who can afford such luxury.
Is it a form of money laundering?
I can't tell whether it's that or not.
Right.
It's very difficult to say, really.
So we've literally walked 1 minute from that neighborhood, and have a look. Really nice houses, clean streets, and just behind that bamboo there is where those people are living. And it's a gated community, so they can't cross in here. The security won't let them. I would say it's basically how you're dressed, if you're allowed to walk in here or not. I've just come downtown, but it was really interesting, that neighborhood, when I was filming some of those really expensive houses just then. The security came out and told me to stop filming, which is quite interesting. And then we saw police and military guarding a Maybach van, which is like one of the highest models of Mercedes, and they cost $300,000 approximately. Who here has $300,000 for a van? I mean, where do they, you know, I think it says a lot. You'll notice if you watch my videos that I ask a lot about government and things normally, and if people are happy with the government and how they feel. Here I can't do that because I can be putting people into great risk if they're on the camera criticizing government or oligarchs and things, so you've got to be really careful here. But I've talked to lots of different people in different areas off camera, and believe me, the sentiment is not a positive one. And then when you see a $300,000 van, so I bet you're wondering what is going on with these massive cable car pylons with no cables on them. It's a new project by the leader of the country. The goal was to help alleviate traffic by building cable cars, gondolas, over the city. But the thing is they started this a few years ago, and kind of see these big towers with no cables on them all around the city. There's a few stations and things, but a lot of them are just left kind of sitting there. And an interesting thing, because I know that it was international investment and things, so obviously something going on there. You just see these all around the city, and it's kind of this overhanging message of, you know, you fill in the gaps. The traffic's really terrible here, but there's not much, you know, reliable public transport. There's little mini buses and things, but nothing in terms of they could have train lines and things. People are really quite paranoid about talking about the government in a negative light on camera. Even the houses of where the politicians live, extreme security, and you get your camera out there, you're in serious trouble. Would be pretty cool to travel over the city in a cable car, but what I've heard, the prices would be unaffordable for the locals, so they'd still continue to go in minivans, and congestion would still be there. It wouldn't really alleviate much. Maybe for tourists, but you know, tourism's still in its infancy stages here, so interesting to wonder why they would build such things. Look at that view. So you can see down the bottom there's umbrellas and things, and that's a market.
Go in front of me, then I see everything. This is the best part of a zebu.
That's the tongue, right?
Yeah, we have this for Christmas. You have to cook it in a huge cooking pot. When it's cooked properly, it's very soft and everything. You cook it for 24 hours, and it's pretty soft. It just melts in your tongue, really. You know, it's just incredible. I love it. That's a real Malagasy dish that you should try.
Oh, that's a brain, right?
That's zebra brain? My goodness, look at this. This is great.
You want to eat some?
Yeah, but you need to. Well, my mom needs to cook it now, so she knows how to do this. So you need to prepare for somebody else. I don't trust.
Right.
Cow brains. We would eat that before going to an examination, like in a state exam. So you have to have that. It's supposed to be full of proteins and calories and everything. So it's supposed to be helping you with your memory, like it helps you memorize lots of things that you have learned throughout the school year. And
do you like eating brain?
Yeah, he loves it.
He loves it.
Yeah, so who doesn't love zebra brain?
Oh, this is heart here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Zebra heart.
Damn. You really use the whole animal, don't you?
Yeah.
Everything.
Nothing is wasted.
Right.
Even testicles.
Oh yeah?
Even zebra penis.
The penis?
Yeah.
Do you eat that?
They love eating this.
Have you eaten it?
I never tried, but...
You haven't?
No, I never tried, but...
Maybe today's the day.
Could be.
It could be your first time.
If it's pretty well prepared and I mean, we're in Madagascar, we could try everything.
Bit of liver here.
Oh,
this is
all pork.
All pork,
Yeah,
organs.
All pork. Yeah, it's organs.
Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
Yeah, 19.
19. Yeah. How long's he been working as a butcher?
Oh, 1 month.
1 month, wow. Oh wow. What's the price for one head?
It's 7,000 Ariat.
Have you eaten that?
When I was younger in the country, I would eat anything.
You eat the brains?
Oh no, yes,
Yeah.
love the brain.
So this is just a summer job, so you're going to a private university and then...
Yes, yeah, it's definitely just to get extra money until it resumes school.
Just some extra money for partying, right? So we're here with Unza. Nick, you seem like a very happy man. What do you want people from other countries to know about Madagascar?
Everybody can get together, like get happy together, and no discrimination.
What about one message for the world? What would it be?
Please be friendly with each other, love one another.
That's it. Nice to meet you.
Have your wedding dress in here. Bought my wife's wedding dress. It was so expensive.
Right.
Yeah, yes, abroad.
Did you buy it from here?
No, I had it tailored by a special tailor.
Have a tea and a baguette with some butter.
As more and more people now eat like French people do, with French bread and butter and tea, to replace the traditional varemnana. Varemnana means literally rice with vegetables. We used to have that in the morning and for dinner, and at lunch we have steamed rice. But nowadays, because of the changes in society, you know, like the speed of all the things that you have to do. And,
Easier to just grab some
it's
bread.
Easy to just grab some bread and then make it happen. Is it benar sih? Yeah, it's tuju.
Tutu.
Yeah.
Nick, what's the most popular meat that you sell?
The best seller is sausages. The mixed sausages here, actually pork and zebu meat.
Do you like living in the city? Is it a good life?
It's tough.
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 Why is it tough?
Money.
Money. This business is enough to keep him and his family well fed? Yeah.
He can feed his family with this business.
Merci. Thank you. So that's the whole zebu carcass up there. You really love the zebu here, right? Is that one of the main delicacies?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But it's getting more expensive now.
Right. So a whole carcass costs $120. So what are these people doing over here in the reeds?
Harvesting water hyacinths for the livestock, for the zebu, for the pigs. Some of them really work for other people. Some of them do own their own livestock. They travel far to get to this place.
So we've arrived at this new kind of housing development. You can see, very nice. But all the way across here is actually some of the nicest houses in the entire city, and apparently most of them are owned by Indian Pakistani businessmen. A lot of slums were actually through here, and the people would make their money off the lake here, but a lot of them are being moved and they're building these fancy buildings, and you can see that the people making their money on the other side of the river collecting that like watercress, waterweed. You know, like you see in many places, the ultra wealthy come into places with natural beauty, and now that that's becoming more and more trendy to live near, and then the people that have been living there forever and making their money off the land get pushed out, forgotten about. We then drove around the lake and into one of these new developments I was talking about. Some of the homes were absolutely beautiful, with a truly stunning view. So that's it for my Madagascar videos. Hope you enjoyed the deep dive into the capital city of Tana. So much more to explore in this country. Obviously the nature is a big one. Would definitely love to come and explore more of that in the future. A big thank you to Manitra for helping me out here in Madagascar. I'll leave his information below. He does tours all over the country, so if you want to come and see the city side like this, or you want to go out and experience the wildlife, he'll look after you. Hope you enjoyed this Madagascar series. Let me know your thoughts below. I will see you in the next series, currently working out where exactly that is. So stay tuned, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to the people of Madagascar for being so hospitable, welcoming, and friendly.